State officials tour Sandy Neck to view storm damage. The Barnstable High School gymnastics team is again state champions, and it's time to get that transfer station sticker. These stories and more on this episode of Barnstable Today. It's Monday, March 2nd, 2015. I'm Sarah Mantle. Over the years, the front dune at Sandy Neck Beach has taken a beating. Fighting erosion is a constant battle, and park officials continue to examine alternatives to sacrificial sand placement. On Friday, State Energy and Environmental Affairs Secretary Matthew Beaton toured Sandy Neck and Town Neck Beach and Sandwich, examining erosion issues alongside local elected officials and town leaders. Tom Lynch was among them.
The meeting began with Nina Coleman giving an idea of when we started experiencing some of the erosion difficulties out there, and it really began with the storm Nemo, which came in after Superstorm Sandy. Sandy didn't hit us as hard as Nemo did, and that's when we began to lose that front buffer dune that was right up against the parking lot area and where the stairs go down to the beach. Christine Player was very helpful because she's been working on issues at the beach and helped site the bathhouse and snack bar we have out there and those amenities. And so she's had a long history with the beach, and we brought basically aerial photos that we could show the Secretary of where the storms had taken away the sand. And then, of course, we also went into those efforts that we've been making to try to prevent further erosion. He asked one interesting question, I thought, right at the beginning, and he just turned and said, what would you do to stop the erosion if you didn't have some regulatory barriers and some laws that were, affecting certain permitting and processing. And Christine Player was very quick to say, I'd look toward more of a hardcore solution of a revetment along the area, and that's a system that I think they've been using successfully in some other areas where they'll kind of put rocks in, which is right now a big no among regulators, because they feel that in a sensitive area like that, the migration of sand should take its natural course. What we're looking at is we're trying to protect some assets that are there that allow us to enjoy that wonderful resource. So when we went out on a tour later and we're standing on the dune that we've replaced, one could easily see that if you had a rock revetment under that to help reduce the penetration of the waves up onto the further into the dune, it seems like it would be a solution that could be very effective. What we're talking about out there right now, though, is and have under design is a soft solution. There's a weaved, it's almost like burlap. You'd think of it that way. A sand dune protection area that you can put in, lasts anywhere from 3 to 5 years, maybe 7 years if you're lucky. Had some success in other areas.
Lynch says that meeting was very helpful, and he looks forward to continuing the conversation with state officials. The Barnstable High School gymnastics team is once again state champs. Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Mary Schakowsky, says the girls won the title Saturday night.
This is the third year in a row that our girls gymnastics team has won the state championship, and very excited for the ladies as well as the coaches. And I've reached out to our athletic director, Scott Thomas, to see if they might be able to come to the school committee meeting to be recognized, congratulated on Wednesday night. So waiting to hear from Scott, but kudos to our girls.
Next up for the Barnstable High School gymnastics team is the regional championship. The school committee will hear the superintendent's budget recommendations for FY16 this week. Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Mary Schakowsky, says there will be some changes proposed in the budget.
And, it's the same day, actually, that the governor's budget is going to be released. And so once again, These numbers are preliminary for us because we're hoping that it will hold true. We did have to make some reductions. I did ask the principals to reduce their budgets by about 1%, and depending upon the school, that allocation amount varied from school to school. But I have to say that, our priorities certainly being our opening of our preschool and staffing that appropriately. We've been doing a lot of work with the Massachusetts tiered system of support in developing schedules that are more student-centered for our students, and looking at getting 90 minutes of instruction for math and reading beginning in our elementary schools. So that shifted some of the special schedules along. So there were some additions as well there. But the overall net increase is about 4 positions overall. But principals will be talking with staff today. And I'm hopeful that as we present this first view, really, of the budget to the school committee on Wednesday night, as I said, I'm hoping with the governor's budget that those numbers don't change, but we'll have to wait and see.
And the school committee meets this Wednesday night at 7 in the town hall hearing room. You can find a detailed agenda for the meeting on the town's website. That web address is town.barnstable.ma.us. Well, it's time to get that transfer station sticker. Energy Coordinator Richard Elrick says it's also time for residents to get a recycling-only sticker.
And this is not only for the transfer station stickers to dispose of your trash and recycling, but we also have, as I think most everybody knows now, a brand new recycling-only sticker. There are some folks that just want to use a transfer station for recycling. We don't charge for that sticker, but we do want to keep track of the number of people that are using the facility for just that reason alone. And I can report that at least as of yesterday, we've given out about 925 recycling-only stickers,
Wow.
which is about 10% of the 9,000 plus we typically give out for the transfer station use for disposal of trash.
Right.
So that's pretty substantial. After the March 1st deadline rolls around, we're anticipating Bobby Lovell and I and his staff will be putting together a report on where we are after the changes at the transfer station. And so that'll be interesting. And we also asked everyone who purchased a transfer station sticker this year or who obtained a recycling-only sticker to fill out a questionnaire. And so we'll have the results of that questionnaire. Don't know if I'll have them in 2 weeks in our next taping, but I'll put those together, and it'll be very interesting to see what folks feel about the facility, what some of their recycling habits are. One of the things we wanted to know is to what degree are people recycling, particularly composting, for example. Are they doing any of that? So these are questions we've asked folks who use the transfer station, and I think it'll be quite informative.
Transfer station stickers are $210 for trash disposal, and recycling stickers are free. You can get both of those at the transfer station office. The recycling sticker and the trash disposal sticker will be good through June of 2016. Cape Cod Community College is hosting a talk on climate change this week. Communications Director Michael Gross says they have invited Richard Delaney, the president and CEO of the Center for Coastal Studies, to lead the conversation.
We have a whole lot of people really worried worldwide about what's happening with our climate. And certainly this winter was certainly a change in our climate, at least it seemed. But Richard's going to come and talk about what does this all mean to Cape Cod. And there's a wonderful movie that will be shown. It's all free, 3:30 on Thursday, and the Honors Colloquium class is sponsoring this entire semester's look at what's happening with climate change.
The public is welcome to attend the free lecture that will be held this Thursday at 3:30 in Lecture Hall B. Well, it's time to pay your excise tax bill. The first and largest series of 2015 motor vehicle excise tax bills were issued February 17th and are due March 19th. The town collector's office reminds residents to be sure to pay on time and contact the office with any questions. Non-payment of a motor vehicle excise tax bill can put your driver's license and vehicle registration in jeopardy. Tonight, the Recreation Commission meets at 5:30 in the Town Hall hearing room. We'll be sure to tune in to our hour-long news program, Barnstable This Morning, weekdays at 7 a.m. On tomorrow's show, we will learn more about the upcoming Barnstable Youth Summit. We'll talk with DPW Director Dan Santos, plus we'll have all the news and information you need. For Barnstable Today, I'm Sarah Mann.